Welcome, America, back again, once again, time and time again. This is another installment of LOI The Show, hosted by two of your most wanted here. I'm Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles. Yes, we are back in the building. Make sure you comment down below. Leave your hashtag YLOIs.
What the hell is that?
Hashtag YLOI is a partner at the end of the show. We get to talk to y'all, one-on-one conversation. YLOI is my day going like this? Why is my wife leaving me? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can give you the answer. But you have to leave your hashtag YLOI.
Now, if you want an example of this, fast forward to the end of this episode. If you're there now, ironically, you will see we had no YLOIs this week.
Yes.
So come back to the beginning. Gotcha. But next week, we're going to have plenty of those, plenty of questions, plenty of concerns. What we got on the menu today?
We're feasting on a gay man.
Hold on.
Let's get right into it, right? So
that's your hook?
So let's get right.
Hook him.
Let's hook him. So Barry Barlow.
Barry Druid Barlow.
Okay, have respect for him. Say his middle name.
Fancy.
57 years old, became Britain's first gay surrogate parent in 1999. Now, This is just some historical context. We're talking about a man who's done incredible things for the LGBT community. Being the first gay surrogate, it means nothing and everything.
He introduced designer babies because obviously if you're a gay dude, you can't have sex with another gay dude and create a baby. Mm-hmm. But if you still want to have your DNA infused, you can go to Gary or Barry.
Now, Barlow has been charged with 1 count of sexual assault on a male, 1 count of raping of a man 16 or over, which, as we figured out last episode, or was at a stream, where in Europe they get it's different over there.
Yeah.
16 that's not even pay to play. That's just good money over there. So
wrong and weird.
And 2 counts of arranging or facilitating travel of another person with a view to exploitation. So everything that Diddy did, right? Just to keep it simple. Now, as I was looking up this story, right, it happened like maybe a couple days ago. I was like, all right, I'll save it. You know what I mean? I'll see what it's about. The history of this nigga is unbelievable. So, like, yeah, all right, first gay surrogate, but what does that even mean, right? So, like Tony said, he's a billionaire, if we didn't make that clear.
If you designer babies, you have a lot of money. So,
it's not just about, like, having babies, right? Like, that's not enough, right? It's deeper than that. Like, even in Hollywood, right? I forgot the actress name, but she has, and it's many of them, but they'll get like these African babies and not make them trans, but they will become trans. And it's just these white women with African babies dressing up as the opposite sex. Everybody has different, like...
And the African babies confused as shit. They just think that this is how we get down in
America. Like, oh, it's just free flowing. You know, plus they used to, it's like, fuck it, I'm used to grabbing whatever is on the ground anyway.
Kilts and shit.
But the idea of, like, oh, I don't want just a baby. I want to kind of create and mold and warp. You know what I'm saying?
From what I've read in this article about Barry, his customers, and his philosophy, gay people can be very picky about their babies. Even Barry himself didn't want... Barry, when he got a surrogate kid with his boyfriend that's really his daughter's ex-boyfriend, which is some crazy shit. Nigga was macking at the family reunion on his daughter's boyfriend and stole the nigga.
And they've both been charged.
They've both been charged because they deserve it. But when they had their surrogate kid, he did it a C-section intentionally. Because didn't he say he didn't want it to touch vagina?
So Julie Bindel, I don't know who this woman is. I hope she's a critically acclaimed writer over there in the UK. But she had wrote many articles on this guy, Mr. Barlow. So I debated Mr. Barlow on Women's Hour back in 2011, long ass time ago. The subject of debate was surrogacy. I am a staunch critic of what I refer to as big fertility. He, with his then partner Tony, had to set up the British Surrogacy Center that same year. It was a debate that left the famously unflappable late Jenny Murray open mouth. Mr. Barlow told a story about how when someone had praised his children for their good looks, he had replied, "Well, you get what you pay for." So
people like Barry, and there's others like famous situations, but people like Barry who are really rich and appear to be just philanthropic. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce that word, but
yeah, he's a philanthropist.
You know the
He's
word
an
I'm trying to say.
entrepreneur.
When your marketing is, I am a net positive for the world, is usually 70, maybe 87% of the time,
Yeah.
you're doing some fuckery under the table.
Now,
Like, there's no way you're this dedicated to getting gay couples children
yeah. Well, I think
and not using that as a guise.
that's the thing.
Because I feel like if it would have been like if it would have been a common man, like just some dude, he went to community college, gay guy, got his
Okay, I was about to say, he's a gay. He's
gay
just a regular guy.
Go to
Oh, he's
community
a regular guy.
colleges, you know, gay bars,
Yeah.
bears, twinks, all that shit. But he's smart as hell, and he's like, yo, I figured out how to do this gay surrogacy thing.
Yeah.
And then he popularized it. It's like, all right, it's a little bit more wholesome. When it's some billionaire dude that makes designer babies, it's immediately creepy.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
no way he wasn't doing some nefarious shit.
However that first whatever that first domino is that falls, it's always gonna paint like a shitty view of like what's to come. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, yes, that's what he's into. I haven't looked up how many gay people this has helped. You know what I'm saying? So it's a weird toss up, and a lot of times,
Probably a lot.
That's how it is.
Probably
it's
a
the
lot.
fucked up beginning because the head of it, you know what I mean? He's a fucked up guy, but it does him good in the end.
Because you got like demented people are usually cunning enough to know that they can't lead with that shadow self. Like, obviously, I can't be Mr. Hyde in public or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Public.
Now
Which one is which? No, I can't be Mr. Hyde in public.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's early. The Red Bull's still hitting.
Yeah. It's getting through the system.
I have to put on the Dr. Jekyll face.
And we caught whatever virus that was on that ship. Niggas have been dry-throated and whatnot.
We got scurvy.
So what you were saying, right, with how, like, just continuing on with the thought. So Julie, the year before that, so in 2011, she wrote another article and debated this guy again. So I had interviewed Mr. Barlow for a feature I wrote on the exploitive nature of the surrogacy trade. I asked him how the women reacted when giving birth and seeing the baby before it is removed. Let me make sure y'all see this.
Yeah, because that is
When
an
giving,
interesting question, because it's like, though, like, of course she signed up to sell this baby essentially.
yeah,
But you still build that weird bond in them 9 months because it's living inside your vagina.
so when giving birth and seeing the baby before it is removed, they don't see it, he said, explaining that the mothers of his children had to undergo C-sections because I always put it in their contract. I don't want my children coming out of a woman's vagina, he continued, pulling a disgusted face.
Yeah.
At least he's a real gay man. Like, only a real gay dude would be like, look, I want a baby with a woman, not through a woman.
Yeah.
Completely different things. Those are two separate like entities.
One of those is tampered with. But it is, I feel when you make a business
Yeah.
out of giving couples babies, it's probably hard not to think about what you do, like breeding.
Yeah.
And that's innately like, I don't want to say it's a conflict of interest, but it's like innately like, all right, whatever moral ambiguity, normally niggas can say words.
Yeah.
Normally
No,
niggas
yo,
pronounce words.
Yo, just skip over it.
I'm not even gonna skip over it. I'm gonna dial it in.
Yeah.
Ambiguous.
Ambiguity.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the headphones off.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself say it. I just gotta say it.
Yeah.
Ambiguity, nigga. You see how it just rolls off the tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it flowed off the tongue. But it does get, like, the lines get blurred.
Yeah.
They get very blurry. And I feel like a nigga like this, what he's saying, when he's willing to say publicly, like, ill,
Yeah.
I don't want my babies going through a vagina. What is he saying in, like, the privacy of his home with other gay dudes? And they get catty.
Funny enough, Julie, again, had met up with Mr. Barlow. Look, despite, look, he's a real gay man. He'd be at all these gay events. I forgot what gay event it was. It was at the lesbian and gay fundraising event in 2014. And he was talking about how lesbians are fat and ugly and saying he would never buy an egg from one. So it's, she also ends it, the commodification of human beings is the entire project of the surrogacy trade, and it leads to dehumanization. Perhaps Mr. Barlow lost his sight of his humanity somewhere along the way.
Which is a part of the point I was stuttering to get out, is that there's like innately, there's no way that he can be wholesome about each delivery. It's not even possible. He's looking at that shit like numbers on the screen.
Yes.
Like if he could put them babies on a conveyor belt and just have them like fly out the pussy and just right into an Amazon package, he would do it.
Well, if it was that easy, I don't think there's enough people that want to go through that. But it is funny how like this is really looks maxing. Like what Clavicular is doing, like that shit is childish compared to what these billionaires are doing. Like he's trying to create literally a perfect child. And I mean he already did in 99, I hope I don't have this year wrong, he created twins. And I'm saying created because that's what it feels like. But, you know, it was a circus.
You almost said it like he did it like a magic trick.
Like, or like, yeah.
He's like, look behind your ovule.
Hold on, guys, did we even show a picture? This is what, I'm going to let you guess who's Mr. Barlow and who's the boyfriend.
Yeah. I feel like this is what the Bible depicts Satan to look like. Hot cheekbones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pink, red skin.
Pink, red skin. Well, it's...
And gay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I agreed once said they're white. They're white. They're white.
He's got like a lava lamp red aura to him.
Look.
You can tell he don't give a shit.
Evil villains didn't get the white hair from books. They got it from powerful gay men who, you know, want to use their money to make the perfect human beings. And it's a weird toss-up. It's a weird toss-up, right? Because should this be allowed? Yeah, it's a weird, like, I mean, I don't know, like, shit, if you have the means for it, but it always comes back to the intentions and, like, what are you really doing this for? And if your intentions are to make perfect identical twins, that's already, like, yeah, let me turn the volume down on this shit. Like, I'm not trying to hear that.
Like, we sure we want to get this nigga research and funding?
But, yeah, man, I guess... Baby farming. She also speaks about today, baby farming is a huge lucrative global trade among gay men. It is pretty much normalized, and a rising number of single men are now also opting to buy babies. Don't know for what reason. This is thanks to, in no small part, to Mr. Barlow's aided and abetted by the journalists and TV producers who have handed both men a massive platform and very little critical analysis. And
shout out to all the single mothers out there.
Yeah.
Something about the creepiness of this article made me just appreciate, and the fact that today is Mother's Day just made me realize we need to show these single mothers some more love.
Go create a single mother right now. I'll do the podcast. You go do it.
It's done.
Yeah.
You want to see me do it again?
Yeah.
I did.
Niggas magical, y'all.
Watch out.
But no, seriously, I do think you should be able to make a baby.
For sure.
You should be able to make a baby. You should also be able to make a foundation that helps make babies easier. And
we shouldn't treat baby making like cattle or like livestock. It shouldn't be like, this should be one of the most delicate deliveries that I feel like there's niggas who pay more attention to the details of fondue.
Yeah.
And crepes and shit.
Yeah.
Than this nigga is with these children.
Absolutely. Well, I might have to take that back. I think this nigga knows more about, like...
I mean the love. the love behind it.
Oh.
Good chefs, they season it with a little bit of love and empathy.
Yeah.
He's not smacking the baby's ass with love when they're born. It's just more like, yep, it's ready.
Yeah, no.
It's
ready.
Put a barcode on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then he's being auctioned off.
Yeah. Damn. The perfect baby. That's, would I make a baby?
Nah.
Would I make my baby as perfect it could be?
Nah. I was about to say, would you want to live a designer baby experience?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God. No matter what, it depends.
Calm down. You sound like E.J. Johnson. Oh my God.
It depends. I'm glad E.J. Johnson is on your mind, and we're about to bring that up.
So I get tickets to the Met. Calm down,
and
nigga. You got to change everything about yourself.
Courtside seats, nigga. You ain't never been there. But it all depends on where I get drafted. Like any star player.
Nobody said you was a star player.
It all depends on where you go. Some niggas get unlucky. They go to Detroit. But if you can make your way in Detroit, shout out to Kate Cunningham, making his way and shit, really building up a brand, you can make something bad into good.
But you get drafted to Brooklyn, you fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
But if you get drafted to the San Antonio Spurs of gay couples,
nigga,
you could be president.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Think bigger. You could be the nigga that controls the president. You could be Peter Thiel.
Yes. Well, what are they called? The
puppeteers.
Puppeteers. Yeah.
The gay dudes call them the top.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no fancy.
And your parents are gay, so you'd probably call them the top. That'd probably be your reference point based off your childhood.
If I was a designer baby.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of them would be the mother. Let's be honest. Because they're not regular gay.
Yeah, but you're not going to call them mom.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Still a dude.
I'll probably call them by their first name. And shit. Mr. Barlow. Look, guys, have a baby. Don't looks maxim. Yeah.
But if you do, put a lot of emphasis on the height.
Yes.
Because, shit, the difference between the league is 2 inches.
Yeah.
6'5" and 6'7", nigga, that's the difference.
Yeah. It's a couple million worth that.
Speaking of the league.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers and Draymond Green.
This is a very petty thing that I had saved. And it's kind of still on my mind. Mm-hmm. But
because this is overall stemming, there's a big 1v1 community online now. 1v1 basketball is essentially its own sport. It's got its own funding, its own fan base, and I fuck with it. It's pretty good. We talked about it before on the show, especially when Michael Beasley
has cried about it.
Lance Stevenson, and they did the thing. What's the YouTube channel? I'm blanking on the name. Devontae Friga.
Oh, you're talking about the next chapter.
The next chapter.
Yeah.
Crazy. So that whole space is growing and is thriving.
Yeah.
And one of the main contenders in this shit is Nas. This dude, he's pretty fucking cold. He's pretty nasty. He pretty much dominates everybody. But he has been going at the bigger fish that are retired. A lot of people are saying that he's like the Jake Paul of basketball because it's like, all right, you played Gerald Green 1v1, but the nigga was 42 with a hurt knee.
Yeah.
You playing niggas that's not really...
He has 9 fingers. Yeah.
So he called out Austin Rivers, who isn't the youngest nigga in the world, but he's recently retired enough to where, all right, that's a more favorable matchup in terms of what an NBA player is actually like, as opposed to some 41-year-old nigga that isn't LeBron James. But Austin Rivers is on this thing to where it's like, I don't have, y'all can't pay me enough money to do this. First of all, it's levels to this shit. I made it to the NBA. I played at the highest level. You niggas never made it there. So, just the fact you couldn't even get in the door means that we don't step foot on the same hardwood.
And,
so why would I play you 1v1 online for $50,000 when I have nothing to win and everything to lose?
And what's his last name? Nas
Core.
Now, the biggest problem, right, with that I have with this guy, is that he was supposed to be something. Like when he was in high school, when he was coming up, he's not the only one. It's like a plethora of them niggas that was supposed to be like, okay, like we're going to see you somewhere.
What you mean was supposed to
Nigga,
be,
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, just the
not
overall...
like, they was 5-star recruits in high school? Because Nasir wasn't no 5-star recruit.
No, but I'm saying, though, it's like, in terms of how other people spoke about their skills and niggas around, like, you would think the nigga would have made it.
Yes and no. There's a lot of people playing basketball today.
Of course.
It's a lot of these 6th graders are 7 feet tall now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like it's probably harder to get into the NBA now than it's ever been before. Or at least you would feel that pressure online just given the presence of everybody with the same dream as you. But through all this, somehow Austin Rivers and Draymond Green end up beefing.
Yeah.
And do you know like the finer details on that part? Because this is the origin of the story. Like it started off with Nas versus Austin.
Yeah. So I don't know where the fuck it started. And personally, what the fuck? Whoa, that was crazy. Screen just went black. Hopefully we good.
But hopefully the power's not out.
So I have no idea how it happened, where it started. All I know is that Draymond hasn't quit. And that's all we can get from Draymond for the most part.
It's
like,
relentlessness.
This nigga doesn't quit. But here's what I will say. He's starting to make himself look like a fool, especially because, and this has always been Draymond's, I guess, kryptonite.
His Achilles heel.
His Achilles heel. And how he views himself in the universe of basketball, right? Like where he puts himself. It's always going to be his like downfall because he was a part of one of the best teams to ever play basketball. But he was never like, he was Draymond Green on the best team to ever play basketball. So
he was in a pivotal pillar of that team.
Yes.
Like Draymond was a part of that team's success. But the thing about that is a lot of that is system based. It's like we weren't thriving off of Draymond Green as an individual talent. We were thriving off of like what he provided to the system in terms of getting Steph Curry this motherfucking ball after he runs off 72 screens. And one of Draymond Green's biggest plights is that he feels like having to play that way held him back from being a guy who could have been a bucket getter. But it's like, nigga, when you get to the league,
I highly doubt that.
Everybody's a bucket getter.
Yeah.
So you have to be the top 2% of bucket getters to be the nigga that does that on your team.
And that's with like
Bam Adebayo. Like a lot of people saw him drop that 83 and was like, that was the first time they ever even seen him really go at it like that. Nigga, Bam is cold.
Yeah.
When you look at how Bam played in high school, it's completely different. Look at how Michael Porter Jr. played in high school.
Yeah.
Nigga was KD.
But through like the realization of life and like your career, you have to switch things up.
You have to adapt.
Injuries. Like one of the biggest parts about hooping professionally is like you're gonna get injured. You're gonna have to like start changing how you play and shit. But where Draymond, and like I said, I don't know where it started.
I
but
borrowed his name from one of my bits.
Of course you did. But he just started going off on Austin Rivers, talking about we average the same in high school, but in the league you can't be talking to me. Let's just listen to it.
I don't like to get in these back and forths because, quite honestly, guys that you usually get into the back and forths with, they become back and forths because it's like one of them like severely tips something this way and the other is just like kind of so far down that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. And so, speaking of Austin Rivers, you know, I saw he said he's bewildered and it's ridiculous of what I said. And I just find it interesting that a guy who was the 10th pick in my draft, I was 35, who's on his second act, still on act 1, he goes, Draymond, never been a scorer. Austin, you and I averaged the same amount of points in high school. And I say high school because that's when you were at your best. And then in college, you know, he was still good. He was very featured at Duke because NBA careers, should he really talk about my NBA career? I'm still with my first team. He was gone from his first team in 2 years.
So, you know, there's no reason to, you know, keep listening to that. We get it, Draymond. He's right. Draymond was right.
To a certain extent.
To a certain, yeah, but
because he moved the goalposts at each league. Like in high school, I average more points than you. Duke, I give it up to you. In the league, I got more rings than you. So it all started off with we can get the same amount of buckets.
Yeah.
And it ended off with I have more rings than you.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the exact same conversation.
But he didn't.
Because I wonder what's Austin. While we're playing this video, I'm going to Google Austin Rivers' career high and Draymond Green's career high.
Nah, that's actually good. Draymond Green had to have had like 30.
What you mean? No, I mean like average for a season.
Oh, average for a season?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look this up. Because this is going to be the real test.
So
but
Austin Rivers' career high is 8.5 points. Draymond Green's is definitely higher than that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's probably like 16 or something like that.
Which still, it's a fact. But it means nothing in everything. But Austin Rivers was on the Baja podcast. Jesus, starting to catch what you got. He was on the podcast literally debating this whole week the same topic of that, like, you know, Draymond Green is a better player than you. You need to respect him. He was on a better team. You don't know what you're talking about. And Austin Rivers literally just stated, again, a bunch of facts saying, well, I'll just let him say it.
Back. That's why when Portland offered me $40 million, that's why when Phil Jackson was trying to explain the goddamn triangle offense in my living room, I didn't go to New York. I went back to LA to get that bag so I could go play for my pops and I could play freely and be myself, which I actually ended up doing pretty fucking solid as a role player under Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford. That's what my role was. That's all I ever was in the NBA, was a role player. I was never a star. So this whole thing where I'm comparing myself to Draymond, and Draymond's a Hall of Famer. And no matter what anybody on this podcast, and no matter what I say, or what anybody says, it's not going to change. He's a first ballot, and he deserves that because he put in the work as his role. See, there's a difference, and this is the last thing I'll say. There's a difference between being a star and being a star in your role. Draymond was a star in his role, one of the best at it. He talks too loose, and he talks with conceit in his voice when he tries to come at other players as if he's better than them. No. You've achieved more because you were a star in your role in a cast that Steve, the guy that hindered your career, placed you in and helped you and embraced you with a bunch of guys on a very talented team, one of the greatest teams ever assembled, that Warriors team. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame and he deserves to be it. But when you start talking and how he did with Charles, or he starts talking about me, belittling my stuff, or other players, whoa, Dre. He talk about, oh, you need to play Nas one-on-one. But motherfucker, why don't you play me one-on-one, Draymond? Because you can't do no handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set no pick and roll in one-on-one. So all that extra talk is BS, and that's all my response was to, was calling me the biggest bailout. Yo, bro, have some wherewithal. Get outside yourself. Have some humility.
There's no screens in 101.
Nope.
No pick
no Steph Curry in 101.
There's no pick and roll in 101. I mean, so...
Because when it comes to putting the ball on the floor, I feel like in a 1v1 setting, Austin Rivers is probably going to be a little bit more comfortable creating that shot.
Absolutely.
You know, but Draymond's bigger. You can post him, but still.
But all in all, I mean, I just think it's funny. Like, this isn't the first time Draymond has done this, which is, I think, Austin even said this, like, Draymond, when he keeps bringing this up as if, like, this nigga was just some grandiose player. Like, if I have a son, I'm not going to... He's going to know about Draymond, but he's not going to, like...
Well, that's
Draymond Green,
that's
nigga.
completely dependent on how good your son is at basketball.
Draymond
if your son
Green,
is a Draymond Green on the court, he's going to be very familiar with number 23.
That's the thing. He'll never be a... I don't have the whatever, like, enzymes it is to make a Draymond Green. I probably have the enzymes to make a Brandon Ingram.
No.
I got a Brandon...
No. Why you
First of all,
that?
don't... What you mean?
You couldn't even make a Draymond Green.
Yeah, I can make a Brandon Ingram.
No.
Maybe a Brandon Miller.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
How?
I can't make a Brandon Miller?
How would you do that?
What are you talking about?
You gonna hit up Barry?
Nigga, I'm gonna hit up
You gonna hit
Barry
up Barry,
Barlow.
Make sure he's 6'8".
Hey, Barry, I'm not gay, but I need a baby.
And no C-section.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He needs that placenta juice.
Yeah, he needs that shit in his
needs
eyes.
all the nutrients and all that gunk.
Yeah.
But no, you couldn't make no Brandon Ingram.
I could definitely make a Brandon.
You could probably make like a
You make a Julian Newman, nigga.
like a Bradley Beal or like a Devin Booker.
But no. But that's the thing.
Your girl's not that big. She's not that athletic.
She used to run track.
But that doesn't equal out to like
It
you get
does.
a 6'8" wing scorer, nigga. Hell no.
First of all, how many people?
6'5",
there's only
6'5",
no,
two
nigga.
guard, Bradley Beal, Jaylen
No,
Brown.
nigga.
Jaylen
6'5" to 6'7" is that's like one hard summer in Rocky Mount. If
what?
I send that nigga to Rocky Mount, hey, go be with your cousins, nigga. He gonna gain a couple inches. Absolutely.
What they gonna do to him?
Everything.
Ew, nigga,
They're
what
gonna
you got?
build him, nigga. They're gonna build him.
He's got to drink the blood like in him.
Yeah, he has to go through tumultuous situations, hot weather, mowing grass, nigga, catching hogs.
You
all
gotta
that
think
shit.
realistically. I think you could get a Bradley Beal, and then your Bradley Beal could probably produce like a Brandon Ingram or like
Fuck
a Michael
no.
Porter Jr.
I'm the generation that's gonna make the Brandon Miller, maybe even Lonzo.
Well, you better get to fucking working, nigga. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a tall task.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I can do it.
First of all, you gotta get good at basketball.
No, I
before
don't.
you even come in anybody.
Michael
you gotta
Jordan's-
get good at basketball and then produce the child.
Michael Jordan's father was like a sharecropper. Wasn't he from the country? Like, no, you don't have to play.
His brother was nice. Michael Jordan's older brother was cold though.
My bad. No, he wasn't a sharecropper, but he was old. You get the point.
But he probably sharecropped.
He probably sharecropped. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
He had gambling debt too.
Yeah,
He was into all kinds of things, but he got lucky. He made a Michael Jordan on accident. Nigga.
Imagine what would happen if I gave it purpose. You get what I'm saying?
So you're already talking about
I'ma
it like
look up-
Barry.
Look, I'm nigga. Okay, you fucking right. I'm gonna look up best positions to make a tall kid.
To fucking?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that exists. I think it has more so to do with the nutrition afterwards.
Well, you don't think that exists yet. But for the most part, I don't want to make a Draymond Green. I think I can make somebody better. Hopefully somebody out there can make a Draymond Green. I don't mean to shit on him, but at the same time, it's like, look, man.
I can make a Wemby.
What Austin Rivers is talking about is absolutely true. Like, nigga, you was a star in your role, and don't go outside of that because you might not survive. Yes.
Stop ignoring the fact
I am absolutely
that
ignoring
I
that.
can make a Wemby.
What do you want me to say?
Yes.
You want me to bask in your glory?
I can make a Wemby. This is what I would do. I go on Tinder. It's usually white women that are this big. But I need me a 6'5", 285-pound white woman.
It's too big.
Nah, that might not be big
285
enough.
is too fucking big.
285 is perfect.
Fucking huge.
I need the extra insulation. We got to keep this giant baby warm.
She's definitely not going to be attractive.
It doesn't matter.
You're just doing what Barlow did, just a nigga. You're disgusting.
I'm doing what LeVar did. You don't give a fuck about looks.
Yeah, but she also wasn't. Yeah, pictures of her back then, she wasn't like, you know.
Well, yeah, nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Miss Ball.
You know what I mean?
Happy Mother's Day, Miss Ball.
She had something to work with.
Yeah.
You just saying, first of all, 285 is fucking big.
I don't care.
That's big.
I need it.
One night, 200 to maybe 230. Perfect.
But you got to be realistic. A 6'5" white woman in North Carolina, 285.
No.
Easy.
No.
Either that or I just start risen on the starting center at the local women's college.
Brother, that's disgusting.
6'7", probably 6'6.5".
Hell no.
That's perfect. Make a Wemby out of that.
Look, man, if you could have made if you really thought you could have made a Wemby, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, you're right. That kid would have been playing AAU by now.
We would not be in this situation.
We would have had a shoe contract.
Absolutely. And more kind of like like weird, funny news. Fuck, where's the article? Jesus, keep talking.
What is this? I don't even know the link that you're going to. You probably didn't put it in there, but as he's panicking and searching for whatever the boring shit he's about to pull up, this is a good time to like and subscribe. You know, if you like this and you want to subscribe, tickle the bell. Leave your hashtag Wild or Why, because we didn't get any of those last week.
So, there's a man. There is a man, not a mere mortal. He's not a mere mortal. He's trying to do great things in society, especially when it comes to the 16th letter. Tony, James Fishback, candidate for governor, is trying to add a 50% sin tax on all hoes on OnlyFans. And this is only going to be in Florida, but 50% of earnings described as a sin tax to discourage the platform's usage. Nigga, this is a hostile takeover, nigga.
What?
He's an evangelical madman. So not only is he trying to take some off the top, like, all right, if y'all hoes want to be doing this, all right, you can, you know what I'm saying, you could do it, but it's gonna come with your life.
And this is in Florida, right?
This is only going to be in Florida if he gets elected.
I think he's looking at the numbers. He saw how much these hoes is raking in, and he was like, Florida needs a piece of that.
Yeah.
Because the guys of like, we're trying to stop hoes from hoeing. Nigga, that's what makes Florida Florida. That's like your biggest tourist attraction. You couldn't stop that. That would cripple the economy. You want in on these hoe dollars.
But you know, that's the funny thing, right? And like whole money, like, yes, there's a lot of OnlyFans creators. There's some making a lot of money. But I feel like the actual hoes making money off of sex work aren't really on OnlyFans, just OnlyFans. Like, he has to, I do like what he's doing, just as it's kind of, you know.
You like this?
I kind of like it.
What do you like about a
Nigga, tax these hoes.
What
nigga.
do you like about a 50% tax
Tax
on
these motherfucking
on
hoes.
slut bucks?
Dirty money is clean.
Why?
Dirty money is clean.
You sound smart to stupid people.
Once you put it through the tax system. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it gets filthy, nigga. The government, you're crazy. Yeah, I can tell who you voted for, nigga. First of all, why OnlyFans models specifically?
That's what I was saying, because most,
like, he didn't say stripping.
Exactly.
He didn't say, like, you know, brothels aren't legal, but like what's burlesque dancing bitches?
Just all the other forms.
He's not
of
even
making
talking
money.
about these sexy ass bartenders.
Yeah.
He's going after OnlyFans specifically.
Yeah. And, you know, it's all in a way to become governor. And I haven't been to Florida. I don't think I've never been to Florida. So I don't know how they are. I don't know if there's a lot of Christians. Have you been?
He must be. I've been to Florida. He must be banking on. It doesn't appear like there's more Christians in Florida.
That's what just by like.
There's more BBLs than Bibles. I promise you.
Yeah.
Just from what I saw with the naked eye, there was way more ass in the scripture.
Yeah.
But I think he's banking on the fact that there's a lot of people in Florida who are just normal people.
Okay.
Or as normal as you can be in Florida. In terms of like, they believe in God. They think this whole being a hoe, slut bucks, that's obscene. It's sinful.
Yeah.
But even to call it a sin tax, doesn't that make it unconstitutional?
Well, you know.
Because there's supposed to be a separation between church and state. Not like literally. Like there's a separation between church and state. So to literally say this is a sin tax, unless that's just what is being popularized as.
Well, nigga, even like when you think about plumbing pipes, they're all connected. The stripper, the strip club across the street, that plumbing is connected to the fucking high executive business office. But the point is,
what the fuck does that got to do?
I'm saying, like, the separation, ain't no separation, nigga.
No, there's supposed to be separation. This is supposed to be separation.
You were 1863, nigga? Is that when it happened? 1765, whatever.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
The You don't know American history.
I do know. Clearly, you don't know American history, nigga.
Sin tax
Nah,
is happening once he gets elected.
that can't be right. Even the call of the sin tax is crazy, dog. Like you should. There are sins that are illegal, but that's a coincidence. That's just because God just so happens to not fuck with that shit either. But when you go to jail for murder, nobody's like, you're going to hell too.
Well,
You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to punish a nigga with the sentence in hell.
Well, to your point, I mean, the tax is the life, the years that we're taking away, the fucking all the time you're going to spend making shoelaces or whatever they make prisoners make. Like, that's the tax. Everybody gets taxed.
It's 50%.
And this is actually a lie.
Yeah.
OnlyFans are actually, they're going to get taxed 70% because OnlyFans already take 20.
Play this video. I'm gonna Google how much NBA players get taxed. Well, it depends on what state they live in. It's like, that's a broad ass question.
And they get taxed throughout the states, right? Don't they get taxed?
I don't know how it works because technically, if you're playing an away game, that does make it seem like you're making money out of state.
You're making money out of state
On behalf of the organization that's home bases. But I don't know. I don't know the math behind it. If you an NBA player or baby mama, let us know in the comments where you get your child support.
As sinful? As a sin tax? Yes. Do you view what you're doing as sinful?
I don't, because who are you to judge sin? You know, God is the only one who can judge sin.
Sophie Rain is one of the biggest stars on OnlyFans. I met her in her home state of Florida, where she and other OnlyFans creators are speaking out against James Fishback. He's running for governor and he wants to put a 50% so-called sin tax on the state's OnlyFans creators.
Do you think for the voters of Florida that OnlyFans is really a major issue?
We don't want our women in Florida to feel as if the only way they can make a living is by selling nude images or videos on the internet to complete strangers. My view is really simple. If OnlyFans did not exist in Florida, we would be better off for it.
I honestly disagree. I think that it's great. It just has created so many opportunities for me, and I'm so thankful to even be here. I have just hit 100 million.
$100 million.
You guys are going to get a kick out of this one.
Anya is 20 years old and calls herself a red-blooded conservative.
And how quickly did your OnlyFans grow?
Oh, it was pretty big. Even that first day, I mean, I made like more money than I thought I would. I mean, this state is covered in strip clubs. It's silly to say like, oh, we're gonna have morals now.
The men who spend their money, their time, their resources, I'm not letting them off the hook either. I think they are just as complicit by handing over money to see these nude images.
Do strip clubs make Florida better?
No.
But you're not going to put a 50% tax on them.
Just wait on it. I will not tolerate cultural filth and moral degeneracy in my state. And the way to tackle OnlyFans is to tax it into oblivion. That's what I'll do as Florida governor.
Yeah, nah, this nigga's a lunatic. Because at first when he was speaking, I was like, okay, I wonder if he doesn't even really believe in all this. He just knows that this is a policy that could stir up a lot of attention, get all the hoes talking. Everybody know, marketing 101. Everybody knows the best way to advertise some shit is to get the bitches talking.
Absolutely.
If you get the bitches talking, if you get the bitches in the door, especially if they're bad bitches, especially if they get paid to be naked, nigga, your campaign, your product, your movie theater, whatever the fuck you slinging, that shit is going up.
Who said that? Machiavellian, Tupac, somebody like that.
Jesus, probably.
Yeah.
I have all great philosophers knew this. So that was my first thought. But the deeper that he got into it, I think it
was extreme at the end with the strip club. Because I feel like he didn't think he was going to get asked that.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, strip clubs, whoa.
Because once you come into strip clubs, now you know a nigga not playing. Now you know a nigga's not
It's
playing.
a lot.
But why is his, and again, we don't know this nigga's complete campaign because this is like what's being highlighted.
Yeah.
But why is the main thing in your campaign the whores?
Yeah.
The whores aren't ruining Florida. It's the niggas that got pet alligators and smoking crystal meth and like the Florida man type nigga that you really should be legislating against. How the fuck we get them niggas fixed?
Well, you can't kill all alligators.
Well, not kill them, but there's wildness in Florida that's way more detrimental than bitches being naked. And I'm not like, I've never been on OnlyFans. I'm not advocating for niggas to support OnlyFans and shit. But hoes gotta make money.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's illegal. So it's like it's a weird conundrum.
That's the thing, man. I get what you're saying, but like at the same time, if you walk into a dirty ass house, right, and like let's say you got to clean it, you got to start from somewhere. Like, yes, there's some shit you're like there's some shit right in front of you, like actual poop. But let me start with cleaning these chairs out the way. You know what I mean?
But OnlyFans hoes aren't the chairs in this situation. I feel like. In that analogy,
but you get,
cleaning up, and like the OnlyFans cleanup would be like, instead of vacuuming up the carpet and picking up the Chinese food containers on the ground, which is like the obvious shit, you doing like extra detailed work.
Like, yeah, you're getting condoms out the vents.
Like you're cleaning underneath your bed before you clean the kitchen and the living room. You know what I mean? Like you doing like real specific shit that nobody even really see. OnlyFans, these hoes is hoeing in private. You literally have to pay to see this.
Well,
so it's not like you're being bombarded with it. And plus, even his angle about how he doesn't want Floridian women to feel like the only way to make money is to show your areolas online. Ass. It's like, first of all, is it that big of a deal out there? Is that like, are there a bunch of
talking about Florida?
Are there a bunch of fourth graders that's like, yo, career day, I want to be a hoe? To where the mayor's like, oh shit, yeah, we gotta we gotta do something about this. These kids are dreaming about being a whore. That would be different. But that's not even fucking realistic.
I do believe the hoeing economy in Florida is excellent.
It's probably
amazing.
But you gotta think, if he taxes this shit at 50%, right? So
it's just going to make women actually hit the streets.
Probably.
Like, it's not going to, like, and that's the...
For sure, but saying like a perfect world, it goes his way, right? He taxes it 50%. 50% of the hoes that was hoeing are gone, and now they're working regular jobs. You want a bunch of bitches whose only job experience has been sucking dick for like 8 years to be in charge of accounts, typing documents and shit? Like, what jobs are whores going to work now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
unless he gives every slut a technical community college degree,
and this is probably
human resources.
And who knows, right? Like, this is probably something even bigger, right? I'm not too sure. Is Pornhub still active in Florida?
Without the verification.
Without the verification,
because I believe you need a birth certificate.
Nigga, you got to show everything.
Driver's license. Nope. The hub is not currently active or accessible in Florida as of April 2026. So that shit just happened.
Damn. So you got to get a VPN just to see it. So, all right. I guess it's on the brand. What I was about to say, like, all right, maybe OnlyFans just didn't pay that, like you got to be on my corner, you got to pay my tax. Maybe they just didn't pay that fee. But it seems like...
Now they were being taxed.
Yeah, but...
He's just trying to raise it to 50.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying to... Like, I'm pretty sure the tax is different, right? Mm-hmm. Because Pornhub it's a whole different type of entity than OnlyFans. Like, OnlyFans is like it's different creators, and things like that. Pornhub is like it's a
difference between Netflix and YouTube.
Yeah, it's a difference. So that's why I was like, maybe
like user uploaded content. Users can still upload shit on Pornhub, but you know what I mean. Just in terms of like, there's more polished.
Yeah.
Produced from actual companies' material and shit.
So I would think that Pornhub pay the fee to, be in Florida, but I guess they didn't. But if you look right here, Pornhub pulls out of Florida, VPN demand surges 1,150%. So,
of course.
you know,
And you know what's crazy?
that's what happens in these type of situations.
You know what's crazy? Whoever probably put that in place also was invested in VPN companies and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they just trying to spike the results. Nigga.
Yeah.
Everything is a play.
It is.
I think Florida needs to leave the hoes alone. 50%, that's ridiculous. Tax these bitches at whatever you was taxing them at before and let them continue to do they shit in private. Worry about these crackheads, these meth addicts, these fucking alligators, nigga. Why are you coming after the whores?
Look, man, it's a weird toss-up, right?
It's a separation between church and state.
It's a weird toss-up because, like, at the same time, what he was talking about, yeah, I mean, if you don't, not taxing them does create some type of incentive, especially with, it's like, it is so fucking easy.
Well, they're not being taxed.
They're not. You're showing it's a easy in. It's one of the easiest in for women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's an easier job.
It requires the least amount of experience.
And
knowledge. Like, yeah, you can pretty much just show up, get butt naked.
And to refer to myself as a part-time feminist sometimes, you know, I want women to work real jobs. I want women to be powerful, to not be ashamed, even though Sophie Rain doesn't seem ashamed.
You don't think this is a real job?
It could feel like that, probably.
Nigga, we do stand-up comedy. That's not a real job.
It can feel like that. Well, it depends. Well, first of all, hold on, nigga.
When you're in the entertainment industry, you're in the entertainment industry.
No, nigga, yes, but it's not. It's all dependent on how you do it, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there's some women doing OnlyFans and, like, they're actually spiritually connected to getting naked. Like, it just so happens there's a camera. But
so God has to be involved with your job?
No,
like, can't just be a 9-to-5 for a hoe. Show my tits. Then I clock out, nigga.
Yeah, no, there's no clocking out.
You gotta pray after?
Nigga, you know how many invoices there probably are for $5 titty showings? You can't clock out.
Depends on what her hours are. That's the thing that's empowering about it.
Okay.
These hoes become entrepreneurs, nigga.
Talk to me.
They set their own office hours.
Talk to me.
They build their own businesses.
Hello.
These bitches sell areola pics.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not to put these hoes on a pedestal. Like, we also shouldn't be spotlighting this either. That's the thing.
Yes.
And we shouldn't be spotlighting it, but I feel like history is proven whenever they try to reduce something by making it illegal or putting restrictions and barriers, people just find another way. And that other way usually has a side effect that's much worse than if niggas was just legitimate about shit. And not to say legalize everything like meth and heroin and shit, because, you know, I still don't know what the answer to that is.
Yeah.
But what we doing right now ain't working. There's still plenty of junkies. It's junkies outside.
You put Jesus on a cross so hoes can live in freedom. That's all this is about.
Who's that, Styles P?
No, that I just said that. I did say like a rhyme.
Yeah.
But it was I'm a little, you know, as you can tell, I'm trying to push out the sickness.
you ran out of riddles.
Yeah,
nigga.
I ran out of riddles. Yeah,
all that cool ass cadence. Fuck out of here.
But nah, for real.
Leave the hoes alone, man.
Yeah.
Don't spotlight them, but leave them alone. Tax them at the regular rate.
Mr. Fishback. Fuck you.
You really need to be taxing these designer babies.
Yeah, taxes. Yeah,
that's creepier.
Tax on designer babies.
Selling some fucking pussy online.
Fuck it. Yeah, nah, that would be a lot better. Taxing on some motherfucking, some perfect ass baby.
Mm-hmm.
Baby's probably smart as shit.
Probably damn near as smart as these aliens that they've been showing us. Because it's finally happened. All these hyped up, declassified documents about the aliens or UFOs have dropped. And, you know, it's, you would put it was underwhelming. I don't want to say it's underwhelming. I just feel like we a little desensitized to this shit. Because they actually did a good job at slow walking society through it. Because I was one of the niggas that always believed there was aliens. Like, you know, back when that was a fucking conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Back when that was like weed talk. I mean, you believe in aliens. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I literally thought it was just impossible that infinity exists all for us. We're just at the center of it. That's not how infinity really works.
Yeah, exactly.
So just based off the math, there's got to be other people. Or things.
Tony Einstein, people.
But you know, now that they dropping the footage, everything Bob Lazar's tracking. The first thing that I noticed when I saw, because like it was this one ship.
Was it this one?
Yeah, the zigzaggy.
Yeah, when it was zigzagging, yeah.
It's got like a different sense of physics. And the first thing I thought was like, it's crazy. Like these niggas drive drunk too. That's exactly how that shit looks.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a median.
Well, when you think about like, if gravity means nothing and space is like everything and everywhere, you're probably gonna like swerve a little bit until you know what I mean?
But I think some of these clips are taken in our atmosphere.
Well, gravity doesn't change in the ship. That's what Bob Lazar was talking about. It's like, nigga,
Well, yeah, around the ship.
you get what I mean? So it's whether you're on your home planet, like look at this shit.
He just drew that shit looks like my signature. That's exactly how I sign shit. It's a big ass A. Boo 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 boo.
I saw something, right? And I'll leave this on the screen just so y'all can watch it. Shout out to you if you're listening in the morning. Yeah, we drop early Mondays. Thank you. But what the nigga that I saw was talking about was a white dude. He was like, yeah, you know, they've been building these ships underneath the water this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where all these ships are getting manufactured from. It's like deep in the ocean. Like that's where all they are.
You know what else is deep in the ocean? These motherfucking octopus. I've been watching a lot of videos about octopuses recently, and like the more you know about them, the more alien they start to feel.
Nigga, what?
I'm so like they don't do when you really learn about what they do. Like, of course, you know they can like camouflage themselves and this shit, right?
Yeah,
it's way beyond that. They can change the texture of their skin to fit whatever the fuck they're touching, and it's like the way their brain connects to their limbs. They don't operate like any other animal, and of course you can say that about anything. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck operates like a squirrel? But it is something that's like exceptionally creepy about octopus. They deep in the ocean and they smart as hell.
Are octopus really deep? Like they're deep.
Nah, they can get deep. They can get down there. They can get down there. And we're talking about like, I'm saying octopus, I feel like you're imagining a jellyfish.
No, nigga.
That's just
what
in your simple brain. I feel like you imagine a jellyfish.
No,
This isn't no shallow water shit, nigga. I'm
of
talking
course.
about deep sea squids.
Yeah. Okay, 23,000 feet.
And that's the deepest living known octopus. We don't even know about the other joints.
Yeah. They call it Dumbo. But
they might be aliens.
Yeah, I mean,
it wouldn't surprise me.
I don't think that though, because they have a lot of fish tendencies, right? Don't you think? Just a little bit.
Other than the fact they're in water, what else? What else did they do that's just like a fish? It's a completely different animal.
Yes, but it's a
shark is more like a fish than an octopus.
Yeah, but and so are octopus. Like they're all connected, nigga. Like it's not like
you got to do some research on octopus, dog. I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Pull up a YouTube short right now for the people and for your own ignorance.
Wow, it's listening.
Wow, you Googled are octopus aliens?
Look, I'm going to the videos, Nick.
But that's not what I told you to put. I told you to put fascinating octopuses.
Here, let's listen to this white woman talk about it.
No, don't play her. I don't want to accidentally co-sign whatever she says. I have no idea what this is. Fuck.
All right, let's see.
Look at this video of this octopus. It's crawling over to a small hole in the corner of the boat, and it uses it to squeeze through and escape. These creatures are so intelligent that some scientists actually suggest that they're aliens. Now, they base this theory on the fact that the octopus have these incredibly unique genes. They can quickly camouflage into their surroundings, and some species can even imitate other marine life to confuse predators. Now, if these creatures are aliens, you might be wondering how they got to Earth. It's simple. A meteorite carrying frozen octopus eggs landed in the ocean about 500 million years ago, which I know, it's crazy, but you watch them move around in these videos and tell me.
You in Zach D films,
what's up,
are fools.
What's up? And even think about, like, all right,
hold on, what's this?
What kind of physiology would you need to be in a ship that can move throughout gravity like that? Because, like, if you were on that shit that was going woo woo, like, your fucking neck would snap. You're not built for all that torque and G-force and shit. Like, you moving like a linear plane. Octopus, niggas all gooey. Don't even matter. They just up there, it's like they're in water still.
Yeah, but the inside of the alien ship isn't moving like the outside. You know what I mean? Like, you aren't zooming 700 miles per hour when you're on a plane, right?
Oh, you've been a passenger princess?
Well, no, I'm
in
just
one
saying.
Of these crafts before?
Nah, I've never been taken up. I've never had the honor.
Little
but
Valentine's Day with E.T.?
No, but I am saying that, like, when you're in a car, like, motion, and we're talking about aliens, nigga. First of all, don't act like you know anything. Don't act like you know. Octopuses aren't aliens.
Octopuses are aliens.
Aliens? There's a lot of weird things going around on the internet. But this one, it's right up there with one of the top 3. Why would octopus be aliens? They're invertebrates. They live in the ocean. They scavenge. They actually do have some intelligence, but how does an octopus become an alien? And what's so special about an octopus that we think it's an alien? There's squid, there's nautilus, there's all sorts of weird and strange creatures living in the ocean. That doesn't mean they came from outer space. What are your thoughts? Comment below and follow.
Thank you, white man. But think about what he said. There's a bunch of weird and strange creatures in the ocean.
Yeah.
If you were a weird and strange creature from a different galaxy, where would you blend in best at, nigga?
Why would you think? He basically called them, octopuses are roaches.
When we observe them.
They're creative roaches.
When we observe them.
What do you mean
when we observe them?
What do you think they're doing in their free time, nigga? They're DJing?
We have not, nigga.
They speak in Jamaican like in
They're obviously calling Joe Rogan.
Fuck out
trying
here.
to get a fucking interview on the podcast.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, think about it. If dude, like, just go with the theory for like 2 seconds, nigga. Imagine aliens are octopus that came into the ocean.
Okay.
Would they act like aliens in front of people who are scuba diving with cameras? That's when you gotta fucking assume character. Nigga.
So you think an alien that can...
Why you think they just start mimicking their environment? Because they're like, oh shit, let me blend in. Literally, white people watching. Aliens code switch too.
No, nigga. First of all, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's stupid.
You're still thinking about it.
That's stupid.
It's not that stupid.
Thinking the alien is
but think about it. Why would an alien act like an alien if it was trying to hide in front of people?
So why
wouldn't it just act like a fish?
Why wouldn't a squirrel be an alien?
Because it isn't. It simply isn't. I didn't create this universe, nigga. I was just born into it.
I just find it very hard to believe, and I'm pretty sure the people do too, that we've never caught like an octopus with, I don't know, like an iPod, like an alien gun, like nigga just strapped up just in case a hammerhead want to fucking swim up in him.
If they're superior to us, we're not catching them doing anything they don't want us to. There's niggas who manipulate their girlfriend at elite levels. You don't think aliens could assume character in the fucking ocean and have us thinking that they just some regular fish? You crazy, nigga. Leonardo DiCaprio can act. You don't think aliens can act? You got to broaden your imagination, and that's why what they're doing is brilliant, because you don't even believe it.
This is fried alien meat.
Delicious.
It's also a popular seafood dish.
It looks tantalizing.
Tenderizing, lightly battered, and deep fried. Alien tentacles, resulting in a crispy exterior and a succulent interior.
Yeah.
Aliens are delicious.
Now,
basically,
think about this.
Yeah.
If you was really an alien species trying to blend in, you gotta sacrifice a few.
Yeah.
You gotta give a couple of charges to the game.
Because this is chess.
Like the most delicious in your crew, they gotta go.
Yeah.
Feed them to the humans. We gotta stay incognito.
Okay.
That's how that works.
I feel that.
Not all aliens are smart. Like, it's just like humans, right? We got garbage attendants, doctors, NBA players, not in that order, astronauts. Same thing with aliens. They got pawns and fucking caddies and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas that don't matter. They just fried up some interns.
These were interns.
And knowing aliens, there's probably some secret psyop. They probably could, if you eat octopus, your DNA might be compromised, nigga.
Wow. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. As you can tell, we don't have much to talk about.
I mean,
now we're just coming up with things.
Yeah,
But I feel like it makes a lot of sense in hindsight. And what you really got to do is you have to watch a couple documentaries about octopus. Because, like, all right, they might not be aliens, but them niggas is definitely something. They different.
Nah, I don't believe we've ever nobody's ever seen a photograph of an alien. Like, they'll never drop that. I do believe they have it, but I don't think they'll ever drop that specifically. Like, even like I was saying with the underwhelming thing or what I put in the note or whatever, I wanted something tangible. Like, I wanted some shit like, nigga, this shit gonna keep me up for a couple nights. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I will say. These were pretty cool. So these were from, Apollo 12 mission, high resolution. So there were these, like, Apollo 12, the astronauts went up on the moon and shit, and they saw these fucking lights, and they took fucking pictures of it. And they said that, like, it looked like a ship, or that's what they're assuming it is, because why would a blue orb just be in the background?
There's not a planet or a star.
Crazy.
It's probably just
like, what?
Nah, they don't even know how much danger they was in.
It's crazy, man.
That's some spooky. I don't think this is underwhelming. Like,
it's
the only thing that would really fuck the game up, like, in the world, is if somebody interviewed one. We got footage of them speaking, walking around. Like, when we see them, it's gonna put everything back into perspective. Because we can imagine an alien spaceship. We fucking seen movies before.
Yeah,
now to see some, like, black and white blurry footage from the Air Force is cool, but it's still not like nigga, Will Smith is rode in cooler spaceships than what we seeing.
Well, exactly. And I found it. So this was something I found, like, when it first had got dropped and shit. Let me bring it back real quick.
To the moon.
So apparently this guy, Takano Houston, he's a Japanese NASA historian. He was close with an astronaut, Eugene Cernan, if you've ever heard about him, who told him during the missions, aliens gave him a message never to return to the moon. That's why they stopped at 17. Now, I don't know if this is real, but the nigga sounded pretty convincing. And it's, it's cool to watch. It's aliens.
Why are you sure?
僕はアポロ17号のキャプテンのジン・サーナー船長のと仲良くて自宅行って一緒に食事したりとか外でも食事したりとかしたことあってある質問したことあるんですね。どうしてアポロは
Now, if you're
For
listening,
everybody listening, that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, how do we fix this?
Yeah.
This is terrible.
There's no way to fix it. You just gotta learn Japanese real quick. But fuck it, everything can't be for everybody.
Just read it.
Why did the Apollo program end with Apollo 17 is what he asked astronaut Mr. Cernan. Here, let me turn it down.
でもその頃にはもう18号、19号。
Even at the time they were planning in Apollo 18 and 19. Why did they stop at 17? He asked him. I said, I want to know the real reason.
Why did they stop with 17?
His answer was, they told me to never come back.
二度と来るなって言われたって。
Really?
これイヤホンじゃないですよ。こう脳に直接語りかけ。
He also says it wasn't through the headphones, it was through the brain, nigga. They sent interdimensional brain waves to the nigga.
Mental download. Never come back again. And were any reasons for not coming back again that they cited?
頼むから、地球人類を邪魔をしないでくれって言われた。
I gotta read that shit again. Please, I beg you, save humanity on Earth. I was told to not get in the way.
Why?
私たち
Please
の
don't
研
interfere with our
究なり
research,
を邪魔
the
をしない
alien
でくれ。
said.
私たちの活動の
They
邪魔
told
を
us
しない
not
で
to
くれ。
interfere with
って言
their
われた。
activities.
例えて言うとですね、私たちが何か実験室で実験をしていると、
So he's making an example. If I was doing an experiment in a laboratory and a lot of monkeys were coming in, I would tell the monkeys to get out. It's the same concept.
The extraterrestrials
Let
were
all these
using
fucking
the
monkeys in the
moon
lab.
as a way to research the Earth?
38万キロ離れた月からもうすでに観察
From
は
the
して
moon,
ま
they're
すし、
observing us.
あれは人工的に作られた
And the
もの
moon
だ
was
と僕は思ってます
artificially created.
月自体が。で、あそこからずっとこう観察をしているか、あ
He
るい
says, I
は
think they're either observing us from
彼
there
らが必
or
要
taking
な
out
も
whatever they
の
need.
をこう取り出したりはしてると思うんですね。で、非常にこう大事な場所だとは考えて
He
ます。
says he thinks it's in a very important place.
自然にできたものじゃなくて人為的にって彼らが意図して作ったものだと僕は彼が自分が
Yeah, I've heard this theory before.
He said, and that's another thing. The white man, the interviewer, he asked him, what the fuck you ain't say this shit 30 years ago? Something like that. And the astronaut told Mr. Houston that he could say this after he died. So
because I've heard this theory before that like aliens, they created a moon, and even on the moon they had created like not craters but like meteors that they could send off of them shits and send things down to Earth. And the story is they sent like these pets that they call octopus down to Earth on these meteors into the ocean just to fuck with niggas, just to make it be like, yo, is that a fish? Is that an intelligent species? What the fuck? Whole time we questioning octopus, don't even know them niggas on the moon fucking with us.
Yeah.
You know? It's a theory.
Damn. I ain't never heard of that one. I never heard of that one. Is that real?
Yeah, nah. 100%. National Geographic, they was talking about that shit.
Damn.
Yeah. They sent me a letter. There's only you get to know this.
And it was like, you know, just because of you and your research.
And your incredible platform at LOI The Show, you know, 530 subscribers and whatnot.
Yeah.
They figured we should break this story.
Yeah. Well, personally, I love that for you.
I thank you.
I love that you are the decorated nigga to tell with alien news about octopus.
I'm the nigga to call.
Yeah.
Max Bigavell. But nah, aliens are here. We just gotta, and I'm wondering how in control the government really is, because they're slow walking this information and they're releasing what they know. Of course, we're never gonna understand the full extent of what they know.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if they're preparing us for the moment that they no longer have control over what we know.
Well, that's the funny thing. Is
Because
that
if these niggas pull up, they pull up.
That's the funny thing. I think, like the government itself, I don't think they have little to no control. But every time I hear somebody speaking about aliens and where they're keeping them, it's these off-brand like agencies that aren't the government is in it because, you know, they have to be. It's like, you know, it's the government. But I mean, it's these off-brand agencies that's really running these alien programs and shit that don't really have no fucking.
Because that's how you muddy the waters. Like, even with like the CIA, like these things exist to do the dirty work of the grand conspiracy. They're just different tools and different arms of the same supervillain.
Yeah, but eventually one can get more powerful than the other.
They definitely do that.
Oh yeah,
but they're unified.
Yeah,
in being against us, the public.
Exactly.
So no matter how hard they beefing to go into war, they're always gonna come together to fuck us up.
The only way to survive an alien invasion is to eat fried calamari and to get cyanide. What Pimp say?
Cyanide?
No. What Pimp C got poisoned by? Cyanide poison. What you get from eating a lot of fish? Whatever Pimp C got.
Oh yeah,
cyanide poison.
Mercury.
I got mercury in my tooth from eating all this catfish.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he got something. Cyanide? I don't know.
It's not cyanide. I think that's the shit you bite
that
your
you
tooth.
bite to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely didn't do that. But regardless,
aliens are real. And they're fucking boring. I'm trying to, like I said, man, I need something that's going to keep me up at night, not some delicious fried alien meat. This shit looks so delicious. Yeah, I need something that's going to keep me up at night. Something like this. So Chris Hansen, as we know, legend in the game of catching, predators, people who are actually probably aliens because they're fucking creeps. He's back in the game doing his own, I don't want to say side work because it's backed by a real fucking publication.
Yeah, he's just not with
his old company.
NBC or wherever that show was coming out before.
Because apparently they caught a guy who wasn't supposed to be caught.
Mm-hmm.
I'm genuinely forgetting who it was. I don't know if it was a government official or it was just somebody who yo, you got to end the show or die. And he chose life instead. But a couple weeks ago, he had found one of Netanyahu's guys. You know Netanyahu, Mr. Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guy. He caught
Our president.
He caught one of his special ops personal security in a sting operation trying to meet up with a 15-year-old boy. So let's see this happen in real time. And look at, this is the security. Now, we're believing
that guy right there is the
we're
security?
believing Chris Hansen just because he's Chris Hansen. But this is the guy.
I thought that was the pedophile.
Yes. He was Netanyahu's security.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Chris Hansen's security guard to have these pedophiles in the room.
No. This is Netanyahu's security or ex-security now, I'm assuming. But how you built like this, you guarding one of the most powerful men on the earth.
That's how you know he's deadly. So you know. Because he's not guarding him with his fist, nigga. He probably is great at shooting weapons, throwing shit at niggas.
Throwing shit. You think he got
he's
some
only rappers have I'll fight a nigga security guards. Nigga BB and Nahu, nigga. He doesn't have some big buff nigga guarding.
Of course. But typically
it's a nigga who is precise.
But damn, this nigga is precise in what he
Look at his
well
fucking
done.
shades. Only pilots, niggas who need
aviator,
only eye vision have shades like this.
CIA loves aviator glasses. That is true.
Nigga, you see everything. Including little boys, apparently.
For the Israeli president, Netanyahu. Did you meet the Israeli leader?
I'm sorry, I'm not answering any questions so I can speak to an attorney.
You sent photos of your penis? Erect? You told the boy you ruined your shorts, meaning you ejaculated while you were talking to him. You asked for explicit pictures of him. You say the age of consent in Maryland is 16. This boy is 15. You knew this was illegal. And you had multiple chances to not commit this crime, but you did anyway.
That's why I like Chris Hansen. He his niggas like, you knew what you was doing.
But you know what I was thinking? He reads these shits very passionately. I wonder if he's getting off on these transcripts secretly. And if he's not, that might be a funny sketch to where like the
like
real
Chris Hansen.
He's the real predator. He's just like, nigga, you said that you would on a little boy's and he just gets to sit there and imagine it. Like, I don't know, Chris. He's even getting red reading this shit. Look,
if he had did one of these, like, oh, look at this.
Yeah, he turned the paper.
He lick his stuff. But not even a regular lick. It's like
these ones are stuck together.
Oh, I wonder if I did that. Look, let's get back to you. You're a sick fuck.
But there is something about how passionately he's reading
because
I'm like, this nigga's sick.
Nah,
he might be sick.
That is funny though. Like
we might have to do that as a sketch.
Yeah, like,
well, I might have to. That's something.
Yeah,
cut this.
Oh man.
Which makes me wonder how many times you've gotten away with it before. Do you have CSAM on your phone?
I'm sorry, I'm not answering any questions until I can speak to an attorney.
You talk about being busy in training. The boy says his parents will be out of town at a work conference. How long was your drive over here today from your home in Maryland?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not answering any questions until I speak to an attorney.
You talked about taking him out after getting to know him for cheesesteaks. And if it goes well, you say, you'll meet the monster at the end of the happy trail. Just tell me what you meant by that.
I'm sorry, I'm not answering any questions.
He coined it.
Describe it further.
Yeah.
Every detail.
Yeah. The monster at the end of the happy trail. Oh, really? Like it is but nah, man, it's ironic.
It's ironic that it's so crazy that he called a bodyguard for Netanyahu. I don't say his name right on purpose. Netanyahu. It almost feels like it's purposeful now. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like niggas at that level, they move.
They don't get
so precise. The margin for error, like niggas like this could get assassinated.
Well,
so the margin for error in terms of their calculations, I don't think niggas is accidentally catching their bodyguards doing some pedophile shit. Without his consent.
I agree, but at the same time, you can't know everything. And even with what made his show disappear, I think he only caught one powerful person. It's not like he caught a multitude of different powerful people and it was like, okay, you've caught 12 people, we got to cut the show. Yeah. Like, nah, it only takes one person, and the odds of this shit happening.
I wonder if he ever got close to catching Jeff.
No.
Or if like just on some like, because you know, if somebody's seeing some cases about some shit, it's definitely Chris Hansen. If he had saw a story in Florida about like some girls massaging some shit, that's not good for ratings. And he just skipped it, not even knowing that that's like the one, nigga.
Nah. That's the thing. He's not
just in terms of because they're catching pedophiles, but they're producing TV too.
Exactly.
And so they're catching entertaining pedophiles.
He's not.
That's another thing about like that's sick about this shit.
He's not Sherlock Holmes throughout the day. Like, how can I catch more? Like, nah, he's probably enjoying
looking for niggas with charisma.
Yeah. Well, no, he's just he's not fucking Private Eye Chris Hansen. Like, I don't think he's spending all of his time to find.
Oh nah. I watched this one Chris Hansen interview. I'm trying to remember what platform it was on. I think it might have been Modern Wisdom.
Okay.
But he was on, nigga, that's his whole, I think this is his life mission. Like, even beyond what he does on television, I think there's a bunch of organizations and trafficking. Like, I think he's deep into trying to solve this problem. There's a couple niggas like that. Like, even Tim Tebow, the NFL player, he's got he's deep into the I don't even know if we can really say these words, but the playground trafficking people of the world and setting up organizations to find them, and you know.
Okay.
Find niggas who do gross shit.
No, that's dope.
Nah, but yeah, Chris Hansen is deep into this, which makes me think even more he's in on it.
He's deep in it because he's in it.
Yeah. He's as close as he can get to it without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Allegedly. That's
Wow.
funny, though.
He might be one of the greatest ones ever.
Him, Michael Jackson, the Pope.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, Michael Jackson definitely great.
Just joking. But, yeah.
But yeah, nah, that's some crazy shit to think about, though. It's like, damn, like Netanyahu's bodyguard, like what you were saying, like what are the odds that the most powerful, like you are connected to one of the most powerful men in the world. You would think that you have some control more than most people. You know what I mean? Like, cause like in this world, like nobody has control over this shit.
do.
Things happen like in places where you don't even see that affect you every day, every hour.
Yeah, because we're at the lowest scale.
We're at the
of control.
lowest scale.
We
of this
barely
shit.
control ourselves.
Yeah.
But like the real puppeteers that are at the top of social engineering.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we want the public to think this so we can get away with that.
Yeah.
Them niggas is running the world.
Yeah.
They're on a completely different, they live on a different planet.
And you would think he would not, you would never find yourself in that situation, especially if you're a bodyguard, except when you're doing shit like this.
Even thinking about a bodyguard of this level, like you don't think that he could kind of like sniff a setup? He protects a world leader. So you don't think that he like could like, all right, just basing off these texts, I'm looking at this house. There's cameras over there. there's a TV crew hiding in those bushes.
It's Chris Hansen's doing his makeup.
This is a setup. Ain't no kids here.
But
which makes me think even more that like this feels intentional. It feels like he's getting caught on purpose. It might be some propaganda.
He was doing, and this is sick, but he was doing what he likes to do. His senses was off. He wasn't in bodyguard mode.
I can see that too.
He was in like, I'm in creep mode.
Yeah.
Like I'm not worried about the world. I'm in creep mode.
I can see that too.
So it's life. Like you can't control everything, except, if you're Netanyahu, you could probably control a couple different things.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can control a lot.
Probably control a couple different things.
I was about to say you could probably like he's at the level to where like you brushing shoulders with Jeffrey Epstein and shit. You like, yo, send my bodyguard to the island. Like he's at that level of control to where I'm like him getting caught feels on purpose. But conspiracy theory. You can't really prove nothing. It's really just wishful thinking. Not wishful, but abstract thinking. These things could connect.
I don't think he would get caught on purpose. Yeah, let my bodyguard get caught so they know what we're doing.
What are you thinking about assembly?
That's not abstract enough?
Think abstractor. Happy accidents. Make some mistakes in your thoughts.
No.
Yeah. It's not, because the thing is, like, we shouldn't be able to sit here and figure it out. If it's that smart, us two right here on a podcast shouldn't be able to figure out what's going on. But we could get close enough to like, that's fishy.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you always have to look at what's the benefit like in the situation.
So say his bodyguard gets caught and catch a predator, right? And then Netanyahu does an interview to where he's like, he's disgusting. I always had a feeling about him. And then like he just excludes himself from that side of the world. I'm not a world leader. I don't know what he wants. I just know he could get whatever the fuck he needs.
Fuck no. He wouldn't waste his time.
I'm joking. But
even if, there's no benefit in letting your bodyguard or ex-bodyguard now, or probably ex-bodyguard before, who knows? You're probably never really attached. It's like you're on the call all the time.
I just think you gotta think bigger. It's like pawns get sacrificed all the time. And when you're playing world chess, to us, there are pawns that are gonna fall to where it's like, that's not even possible. Like allegedly a Charlie Kirk, because that conspiracy theory. To where it's like, all right, The base is getting a little rampant. Let's fucking give them a Martin Luther King figure to galvanize over and shit. It doesn't make sense to kill the nigga that's supporting you, but there is profit in death. There's a lot more control in death.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
I bring that up to be like sacrifices are made.
Absolutely. And you got to know, like, this isn't like a sacrifice of a pawn. You know what I mean? Like, this is more so like, oh shit, I forgot my knight was right there. Fuck. Like, you know what I mean? This isn't some like, I know exactly what I'm doing. In a couple moves, I'm going to win. He forgot his piece was right there. He was loose in the head.
I don't know. I feel like,
let's be honest, dog. This just happened.
I feel like it's a little naive to believe that niggas of this level, like this nigga guarded a world leader. And, you know, we've been kind of harping on this point, but he's guarded a world leader. Like, this is like the elite of making scenarios safe, sniffing out setups and shit. I feel like it'd be hard to catch him unless he wanted to be caught. I just think it'd be very hard. These niggas operate at a different level. It's damn near Kingsman-like shit. Niggas got briefcases full of combs to turn into laser pointers and shit. Like, nigga, it probably gets crazy.
That's the thing, man. You're speaking.
See,
look,
you
man,
still got faith.
You're speaking like an octopus, man. I don't understand you. I just don't.
It says everything about you.
I just don't.
It says everything about you.
I can't conceptually understand what the fuck you're talking about.
I know. That's why I'm going to shut up.
Look, man.
Don't bring this up.
I really think we should bring up
Don't bring this
one
up.
of the best topics that was in our note list for the week, and to highlight the one and only that put it in there, the greatest Tone.
All right, so let me set it
This
up.
is how we're going to end the episode. I'm not even going to say my name. We're just going to ride out to this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's great. I think Tone is gay.
So let me set it up.
Happy.
Jay Nobles has been up in his fashion game lately. Like, I don't even really know what you want to call this look. I feel like EJ would have a better time at examining what the fuck is going on.
You better say his name.
I'm not fashionably inclined. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular nigga. I like women. But for you feng shui niggas, EJ did a review of the Met Gala, and I just thought this was hilarious. Because, like, I was scrolling on Instagram, and, you know, like, fucking the Shade Room, they had posted that shit. I was like, I looked at it, I was like, this is Magic Johnson's son.
Yeah.
It's just...
We call him Mystical Johnson.
For short.
Yeah, for short, honestly. Way better, alliteration and shit. And oddly enough, it didn't come from him. We used to work at BJ's, and there was just how tall do you think he was?
Oh, he was probably like 6'8".
That nigga had to have been like 6'9", 6'10", nigga.
Well, damn, nigga. All right, make him larger than life.
I'm not trying to, but it's like,
gay dude you ever
don't
seen.
try to like put the gay dude down, because it's like,
I said he was 6'8", nigga.
But nah, that's where we got Mystical Johnson from. He was a cool dude.
Well, actually, he got nicknamed after EJ. Because my dad, the reason I even call EJ Mystical Johnson is because my dad made that joke like when I was a kid. That's funny. So he was just always Mystical Johnson to me.
Mystical Johnson. Mystical.
And so when we saw the dude at the store and he was a tall gay dude, it was Mystical.
Mystical Ticklish Johnson. Let's see
The
what
third.
Let's see what he's gagging about. You want to do the honors?
Talk about the Met Gala.
You got it, buddy.
Shit.
You want it.
Hey, podcast's over. We out of here.
Nigga.
We out of here, nigga.
Ha.
Fuck it. This Tone's topic. Don't forget.
Need to talk about it. The graveyard that this event has become. Oh my God. Just was just that. It's just like all the looks were just awful. On awful and awful. And then a little more awful. Okay, hello, everyone, come in. I'm sitting here and I'm looking like, in my Norma Desmond Sunset Boulevard look. I think those are the girls we have to look for. We have to
make sure. Oh shit, it's on the screen. Like the video, share, subscribe, leave your hashtag YLOI's part. That's usually right here where we get to talk to y'all. Trust me, it's going to be some next week if you leave them. Hashtag YLOI. It's been good. It's been great. Jay Nobles. We're out.